Hi guys, Asmo here, and today I wanted to share with you some money making tips for this league. I have just had a really nice quick session where I made over 1,000 chaos, and I want to share the tips on how I made that with you. It was fairly easy. I didn't have any lucky drops. I didn't sell any expensive items that were, like crazy uniques or crazy rare items. I don't even pick up rare items. So basically, my strategy was to run high tier maps, and then my main sources of income were as follows. Number one, seeds. So I am doing my seeds. Let me show you my garden, and I am currently like stockpiling horticrafting stations, and I am saving the good crafts on them. And the good crafts are, for example, like remove, which is like targeted annul, and then augment, which is a targeted exalt, and this is like an augment with caster modifier with lucky values. You can sell something like that for like an exalt, depending on which one. Like the crit one you can sell for more. So remove, and then also like remove something and then add something else. So that's like a combination of annul and exalt, which is actually not as good as the exalt itself because it already requires you to have that on the item. But it's also very, very good. So you can sell those, and you can make a bunch of money doing that. You can just sell the seeds themselves as well. If you don't know like how to sell, because you need to kind of have like a trusted community of people in order to sell these, because someone needs to give you an item and then you need to trade them something back, or they need to trust you. So I will post a link to a forum thread of a community called the Forbidden Trove, and they have a Discord where people share the crafts that they want to sell and buy, and they have like a system for trusted service providers, so you can check that out if you're interested in that. So I recommend getting the horticrafting stations, like spending your first tier 2 seeds farms on the horticrafting stations, because that's where you can get it from, and then getting them so that you can store the craft. Here I got another craft. So that's one source of how I was doing. Let me set this on D&D so that we don't get spammed, and that's source number one. I made actually a couple of exalts today like that, and then maybe like 200 chaos, something like that, in the last like maybe 2-3 hours. And another source of currency for me were elder fragments. So elder fragments go for like, it's anywhere between like 20 to 40 EC, and basically I'm farming really high tier maps, and I save my Zana missions for T16s. Right now I'm farming some like Shaper bases, so I'm going for T16 maps, and I'm clearing those and then using Zana with it. And then Zana has a really good chance of getting like a Cortex or Elder Guardian or Shaper Guardian. And then I kill that Guardian, and Elder Fragments I personally sell, and Shaper Fragments I collect and I run Shaper. And then I sell the Uber Elder fragments from Shaper and whatever else drops from Shaper. So I farm Shaper but sell these fragments. You can also sell these fragments, but Shaper fragments are a bit cheaper, I think. But regardless, like selling these fragments, that's like 20 to 40 C per map without counting anything else. So that's another source of income for me. Next source of income are bases. So every now and then you'll find bases that are like level, let's see, where do we see the item levels? This is actually item level 74. No, I mean like 83. Okay, there we go. 83, 87, like item level 87 top bases are definitely something that you can sell for a few chaos. They will sell for anywhere between like 2 to 10 chaos depending on what it is, right? Certain bases you can sell for more, certain bases not. Sometimes you'll find like a elder bow that is high level item level. That's something that people want to buy. So basically throw them into stash tabs that have like a little bit of like maybe 2 to 5 chaos and then another like 10 chaos, and see what sells. If you don't know, people will just message you with whatever they're interesting, and then whatever doesn't sell you just vendor that, right? So that's another thing. Something else that I've been selling, this is like stuff from Shaper, stuff from Awakener 8. So doing your Conquerors and doing Awakener will also give you sometimes items that you sell anywhere like between... I actually didn't get a single awakened gem. I did awakener like 5 or 6 times and not a single awakened gem, nothing else other than just the crown and 1 watchstone. So actually pretty unlucky drops, and I still managed to make a lot of currency because I'm currently trying to gear up my EK character, right? So those are the main sources of income. Other than that, another good thing to sell, I think, is also blighted maps if you don't want to do them. I personally hate blighted maps, but T16 blighted maps can go for even up to like 50 chaos. Like I sold something for like 58 chaos today, like one of the T15 or T16 blighted maps. So they go for anywhere between like 20 to 60 C. So that's a very, very good price for just doing the blight. And then also the oils, right? I got a bunch of oils that I can sell as well. So that's another way to make money. And if you run these high tier maps for a while, like you run them for a couple of hours, you're just gonna earn so much chaos if you sell these items that it's gonna be very, very easy, and you feel like a very tangible increase in your currency. Because I started today a few hours ago with like 2 exalted and like 100 something chaos, if not, if that, I think, no, maybe like 70 80 chaos, something like that. So I farmed like 2 exalts, which were like I got from the seeds, and then like 1,000 chaos, right? So that's a very, very simple way of farming. It doesn't require anything lucky, it doesn't require any specific strategy, it doesn't require any specific atlas strategy. For maps, I definitely recommend, like if you're running the high tier maps, run fragments, run scarabs in them. Try to get, of course, always use chisels. I need to buy some new chisels now. And try to get them to like at least 70 quantity. And then make sure that you're also running sextants on the region that you're running. So try to run like at least 3 maps at a time that are from the region, so that you can always make sure that you have the sextants on it. And the increased amount of monsters will definitely help your drops. So that's it. Hopefully this has been helpful. This was like super basics of like earning money once you get to like higher tier maps, and just playing the game, right? Just playing the game can make you so much money. You don't even need to get lucky, and then every now and then you're gonna get lucky and make a bunch of money. But it's important to have like this constant increase of currency while you're playing, so that you're not wasting time. You're always going toward some item. Like always have an item in mind, like what you're saving your money for. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. See you next time.